So we are so thrilled to bring this next guest to the Rail Talk studio. He is the executive director and the lead chaplain of the New York Racetrack Chaplaincy, Reverend Humberto Chavez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Joe. Good to be here, Sam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So glad to have you. So for those that don't know, the kind of the centerpiece of the charitable schedule of all the events at Saratoga is coming up, which is the Racetrack Chaplaincy Brunch, which will be Wednesday, August 13th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Saratoga National Golf Club. You know, it's a great event, super well attended every year, raises a lot of great money for a lot of programs that you guys help facilitate. But for someone who hasn't been there, Humberto, can you just tell the audience a little bit about what to expect, what the show is like, and what the money goes towards?
Great. Just give you a little bit of history of it. Ann Campbell, who was the wife of the late Cott Campbell, came to us. This goes back probably about 20 years ago. And she said, hey, let's make an event that everybody kind of knows that they're supporting a cause. And the chaplaincy has a great cause that gives back to the backstretch community and shares God's love to everyone. Let's do something. And it started really with I remember that day with only about 30 ladies in attendance. And it was just a tea and some crumpets. So it was fun. And they said, let's keep it casual. Let's keep it right as soon as training is done, or just before that. And since then, it's taken off, right? To the point where in the past several years, we've honored somebody who really gives back. Not necessarily time and effort, but really gives back to the horse racing community, and particularly to us, the New York backstretch. So we've honored an individual every single year. This year, we have John Velasquez and his wife, Leona Velasquez, who will be receiving the honorary painting that we do, which is all in their hands. That's a painting from Tom Chapman from California, former jockey, now an artist. So we kind of tie that together. It's a really fun event where everybody from horse racing, I would say the cream of the crop is there, and you can rub elbows with jockeys, Hall of Famers, trainers, owners, and have a really neat breakfast per se, and give back, not necessarily the whole wine and dine type of thing, right? Which is at night, it's long, we've got to get dressed up for that. Like the original ladies, which they named themselves the Brigades, really head steered this to the point where it's at right now. So we're very laid back. You've been there, and you could see that it's an event that it's for the cause, nothing else, no bells and whistles attached to it. And we bring the component to the honoring, because I think we need to give honor where honors due, right? So that's what you get at the brunch, which is pretty awesome. We do it at the National Golf Course in Saratoga. Beautiful scenery if you've never been there. And time to just, lay back a little bit, hang out, and support the great causes that our programs have for the New York backstretch community.
Talk about how important it is, just the chaplaincy in general, because I think a lot of people from the outside in racing kind of forget that a lot of these people don't have families around, or they don't have that sense of community on the backside. But the chaplaincy, it brings everybody together. It kind of gives you a home away from home.
Absolutely. We understand it very well at the chaplaincy, where we need to make sure that we bridge that gap of either the learning curve of the community that they're heading to, whether it's Saratoga, Queens, New York, next to Aqueduct, or Elmont, right next door, where we come alongside them and make sure that every single aspect of their needs is somewhat met. We have a great safety net of foundations and organizations in New York. I think it's top class, but the chaplaincy comes in like a trusted brother that comes alongside and says, hey, you should be doing this. Be careful with that. And faith ties into all that as well, right? So they rely a lot on their faith when it comes down to remembering or missing their homeland or their family. So we come in, our programs come alongside them just to really nurture and cultivate the relationships and the friendships and the fellowship that we have here in our backstretch community. So all our programs are intended for that, so that you're not in an island by yourself, which you could be in this industry. But we pull you we pull you in and say, hey, come join us for bingo. Come join us for the water painting classes, and so on. So, and our gatherings, right, which we do have non-denominational worships every Monday at Belmont and Atwater. So those are other components to just make sure that we unite our community and let them know that there's somebody here who prays for them and obviously wants the best for them and every aspect of the word.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think kind of what sets you guys apart is the depth of your programs and who you take care of. It's not just the members of the backstretch community in terms of the people who work for the horsemen and with the horsemen. It's also their families as well. And that has to me, just from looking from the outside, you have to take on a lot, I would think, to help people's families. You got to do mentoring. You got to do, food pantry services, help with unemployment. And, just you tell me, like, how deep does it go? How wide does it go when you have to not just be there for the individuals themselves, but their families?
It goes deep, in which there's things that I can't comment, but we've gone out of the country just how deep it is to make sure that family is good. And we have our sponsors, our supporters, that allow us to do that without no holds bar, right? We're really looking for the family, the individuals to be well. So there's no barriers for us to kind of go out into whether the community or out of the country, just to make sure the families are well and taken care of. Such as our annual thing, which is our back to school program, which we give out 250 backpacks filled with tailored to that kid. That kid last year was going to first grade. This year he's going to second grade. And there's more stuff added to it. So we tailored to that kid to make sure that he will be successful in the first couple of days in school. And mom and dad could be concerned about other things, right? Like paying rent, like making ends meet for their family. So we go beyond the gates and into every aspect of their lives.
So tell us about the auction that I hear you have two pretty special guests that are going to be hosting it.
Yes, John and Joe will be our auctioneers, and it's an auction, but it's more call to action, right? There are various programs that we need support. One of them, the food pantry, which every week there's hundreds of people that come out and receive food, and it's been a blessing. Through COVID was an essential blessing, right? And now after COVID, with inflation and everything going up in prices, it's a real necessity for our community. And once again, their extended families. So we're grateful to have them, and it's going to be fun. And I think they're going to bring a really good spin to this call to action, and probably call out people out there to really action to take action to those programs that we will be auctioning an opportunity for people to be part of those.
Everyone's on notice. John and I know a lot of you guys will be exhorting plenty of bids. So yeah, we can't wait to do that and to be part of that. So yeah, we're super excited as well. I wanted to ask you real quickly about the new facility that you guys have at Belmont. This was in October 2023. You opened a new chaplaincy center, 3,500 foot multi-purpose building and chapel. First of all, congratulations on getting that done, because I know that took a lot of hard work and a lot of generosity from a lot of people. But what are some of the things that you guys are able to do now with the new facility that you weren't able to necessarily do before?
Well, we thank all our sponsors and our founding partners that made that happen, right, and possible. And obviously Naira, who welcomed the idea and made sure it started and it ended. And we're open now. And it has just brought a different sense, a different feeling when people come in. They feel that this is home for us. We could come here at a safe place with more room out of the 2 trailers that we used to work out of to a facility. It's definitely more leg room available to them. But that obviously also brings forth new programs, such as the sewing class program that has, it's amazing how these ladies continue to amaze me of as they break their cocoons in various aspects. To even learning how to sew. Some of these ladies have never learned how to sew, and they are taking this opportunity, and men too. So it's not only ladies. I've been shocked that I've seen men learning how to sew, and they're doing, bags and so on. And also other opportunities such as watercolor painting, which in my realm of mind, I'm like, watercolor painting, yeah, sure, anybody could do that. Well, there's a science to it, and there's a theory and a science and how to blend and mix. And you have to see these paintings of these guys and gals who've really taken that opportunity of this program to really be creative in their work and translating that to a piece of paper. This at our brunch, you will see there'll be a display of what these programs have done in the past a year and a half. So come out and take a look at those wall displays of these individuals who really taking at the opportunity to be part of these programs. So that's just some part of so many different things that we're doing out of the building. So we're grateful that the building is here and is available to everybody, whether outside community or NYRA. We've kind of opened doors to anybody who needs a meeting room and all that. So it's not ours. It's the backstretch community's building. So.
So outside of horse racing, Joe already knows this, basketball is my other favorite topic to talk about. And tell us about the charity basketball game.
Wow. I'm hoping in some way that it will, the goal of the basketball game is to be picked up by ESPN, right? or any other outfit out there, and it could be televised because it's such a fun event where you have these athletes playing with these. Some athletes, some are not
athletic-ish people
who run up and down the court, just trying to make ends meet and try to score, to these fast-paced jockeys that are scoring left and right. But it's such a great event. This year we have, first time ever, our coach, Kenny McPeak, will be coaching the trainers.
Nice.
And he'll be coaching with former trainer Rich Schosberg alongside. And for the jockeys, we're going to have Angel Cordero coach the team jockeys. And then there's a couple of other special guests coming along. But it's an opportunity for others to get to know what we're doing as well. Through this event, we stuff these backpacks with school items. So this event is really just tailored for our back to school program. And we just seen it and we've done it and we continue to do it. And then portions of the earnings will go over to the PDJF. And I think that's just important to keep that community also healthy, who have given so much, and to a lot of jockeys just have given their lives because of what they do. So we give a portion to those earnings to the PDJF. So, but it's going to be really fun.
It's phenomenal. It's Wednesday, August 6th at 7 p.m. And Manny Franco, if you're listening, if you could cross somebody over real good and make them fall and then hit a 3, I think we could get on SportsCenter top 10. And that'll be the first step to televising the charity basketball game. So, yeah, that's August 6th at 7 p.m. And then Following Wednesday at 10 a.m. is the Racetrack Chaplaincy Brunch from 10 to 12. Hope to see you guys there. I know I'll see Humberto there, and I'll see a lot of other listeners and viewers there. But it's a terrific, terrific event. And if you want to know more about the Racetrack Chaplaincy and all the programs, go to nyrtca.org. Go check them out. Go donate. And help raise awareness, because, Humberto, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I appreciate you coming on the show and chatting with us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. See you soon.